The morning air was cold and still. In the great selection hall, many eyes were watching. Maya stood at the center. She was an empress, but today she felt small. The hall was bright with sunlight, but its marble floors held a deep chill. This was a test for the men who wished to be her consort. The questions were not grand. They were small, personal things. The test was meant to find the truth. It was a quiet knife, ready to separate what was real from what was false. A man named Zach stepped forward first. He moved with a practiced grace. His smile was a weapon, charming everyone in the room. He declared that he knew Maya better than anyone. Each answer was a perfect echo of words Maya had once spoken in public. He memorized her preferences like lines in a play, but he never learned the things she did not say. He never saw the girl behind the empress. Then came Elliot. He stood apart from the others. He did not perform for the crowd. When it was his turn, his voice was quiet. He knew the small, unseen things. His answers were simple, but they were true. Zach's charm was like a bright, warm fire. It drew people close. He had a gift for saying the right thing. He made her feel like she was the only person in the world. He remembered the date of her coronation and the flowers she once said she liked. But his knowledge was a collection of facts, not feelings. His affection was a costume he wore. He used her memories to build a cage for her. He performed love, in the open, for applause. Every kind gesture was a step toward the throne. He saw Maya as a beautiful prize, a key to unlock a kingdom. He memorized her words, her smiles, her favorite poems. But he did not see the sadness in her eyes, or when her smile did not quite reach them. He saw the empress, the title, the power. He never took the time to see the woman. His love was a song he sang, but he never felt the music. Elliot was different, like the shade of a large tree on a hot day. He did not demand attention. His love was not a performance. It was a habit. He learned her by being present. He noticed her hand to her left temple, the cushions she preferred, the sound of her footsteps, tired or determined. Prince Lucian arrived like a winter storm, an armored conqueror from a rival land. His goal was simple: break Maya's empire and take it for his own. He was ready to be cruel. He entered her court with a sword in his hand, ice in his soul. He believed power was all that mattered. Love was a weakness he could not afford. But as he stayed in her lands, he began to see her strength, her kindness, the weight she carried. He watched her rule not with fear, but with love for her home. He started to listen instead of planning his next move. Slowly, the ice around his heart began to crack. The conqueror learned to admire his enemy. That admiration grew warmer. He learned to love her. But this love was born from shame, the memory of how he had planned to destroy her. In another life, he might have tried to own her, to conquer her heart as he would her lands. This time, he understood regret. To truly love her, he let her go. He protected her from a distance, not as possessor, but guardian. He chose his own road, seeking someone who could love him freely. That letting go was his true victory. In her first life, Maya had died. But then she woke up, young again, at the beginning of the story. The world was the same, the people were the same, but she was different. She carried all the memories and the pain, a ghost that walked beside her every day. This time, when she entered the selection hall, her eyes were clear. The memory of her death was a constant teacher. She was no longer swayed by sweet words. When Zach spoke, she heard the emptiness, beautiful words like hollow shells. She saw the ambition in his eyes, the hunger for her throne. When Elliot spoke simple truths, she felt their weight. She felt the warmth of his quiet, steady gaze. She could finally tell the difference between a love that was a weapon and a love that was a shield. The heart of the story is not the romance. It is Maya's awakening, true strength beyond power or crowns. It is about seeing truth clearly. Honesty is quiet and steady. The one who knows your small aches and stays when no one is watching. The one who remembers your favorite season because they paid attention. Maya's new sight was her treasure. She could finally begin to live. So, which story surprised you most? Elliot's patient love, Lucian's transformation, or Maya's clarity?